Every single much room do I have to leave people? How's my ride recorder? All that stupid.
Yeah, we're going to look at it. I know those guys have been hard on you, man.
On August 3rd, 2025, something big happened during a race at Iowa Speedway. Kyle Larson got really mad and shouted on the radio for everyone to hear. People were surprised and didn't expect it. It wasn't just about one bad moment, it showed that things were not going well with his team. What happened next kept everyone talking. Kyle Larson entered the Iowa Corn 350 following a runner-up finish at the Brickyard 400 just 1 week earlier. He began the race from third on the grid. During Stage 1, Larson maintained a clean run and finished sixth. Those initial laps offered promise after a strong performance in Indianapolis. Contact began in Stage 2. On restarts, Larson and teammate Chase Elliott collided multiple times while fighting for a position inside the top 10. Elliott drove into the middle lane during a restart and applied door-to-door contact with Larson. That contact sent Larson's car into a skid, nearly triggering a wreck. NBC commentator Jeff Burton declared, "Almost wrecked. I cannot believe he saved that race car." That moment drew notice from fans and analysts alike. The pattern continued shortly thereafter. Another restart saw harder contact between the two Hendrick drivers. Larson's car got loose again, but remained upright. Additional contact involved Christopher Bell during Stage 3. Bell's move, off, turn 4, sent Larson bouncing toward the wall, costing multiple spots. Ross Chastain followed up by filling the gap and pushing Larson further down the order. Meanwhile, the race had become chaotic. Multiple cautions disrupted strategy, including incidents involving Tyler Reddick and Ty Dillon. Pit stops for nose damage became necessary after Larson checked up to avoid a spinning car. That forced extra stops, further eroding his competitiveness. Larson's frustration peaked over the radio. He first exclaimed,
Every single much room do I have to leave people? How's my ride recorder? All that stupid.
Yeah, we're going to look at it. I know those guys have been hard on you, man. Vin, yell at me, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to reset. I know you're mad. Stay mad for a few minutes, and we'll figure out our next move. I'll let you know on the image. Stand by.
Been quiet for 40 minutes. Man.
Those remarks were captured live and circulated widely on social media and broadcast coverage. Crew Chief Cliff Daniels responded calmly, "I know those guys have been hard on you, man. Vent. Yell at me, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to reset." Daniels attempted to defuse the situation while preparing repairs for Larson's car. The final result was a disastrous 28th place finish for Larson out of 30 cars on the lead lap. William Byron, another Hendrick driver, claimed the checkered flag in that race. Larson's day ended well behind both Elliott and Byron. In the point standings, Larson entered Iowa third with 711 points. Chase Elliott led by 15 points. Following the race, Byron led by 45 points ahead of Larson. Elliott slipped to second behind Byron in the regular season standings. Fan reaction was swift. Some sided with Elliott, arguing replays showed Elliott holding his lane while Larson moved downward, causing contact. One fan wrote, "Reap what you sow. Larson can't take it, then don't dish it out." Social media commentary described Larson as cracking under the weight of his own intensity. Accusations surfaced that the on-track style Larson exhibited throughout 2025 had created friction and that the backlash fell squarely on him this time. On-track analysts agreed that Larson's meltdown was tied directly to the contact. Racing reporters described his tone as fiery and profane. One summary read, "Kyle Larson isn't happy during this caution," followed by Larson's radio complaint that he'd struggled to race cleanly for the previous hour. The quote was flagged by Dustin Albino and reported widely on social media of NASCAR broadcast channels. Fans didn't hold back online. "Good teammate is not in Kyle Larson's vocabulary," one tweeted. "He's getting raced the way he's raced others for years," another added. Only one race day separated Larson's composure from a heated breakdown. The Iowa Corn 350 featured 12 caution flags and repeated multi-car incidents. Larson's repeated contact with both Elliott and Bell stood out. Analysts noted These were not isolated incidents, but instead an escalating sequence that undermined his results and temperament. Elliott avoided the outburst. He finished 14th at Iowa, 14 spots ahead of Larson. His radio traffic remained restrained. He climbed positions from the back of the pack after mid-race pit strategy and avoided further contact in the final stage. Hendrick Motorsports headed to Watkins Glen afterward. Byron held the standings lead. Larson trailed by 45 points. Elliott sat in between. The internal dynamic within the team drew attention as a key storyline heading into the critical final stretch of the regular season. That radio exchange became the defining moment of Larson's day. His comments were played back on broadcasts, although heavily censored. One report quoted, "Went back a bit, and Larson said this after the contact with Christopher Bell off turn 4. Fuck every single motherfucker, god damn it!" That audio just got played on the USA broadcast, with considerably more bleeps. The censorship underscored how explicit the outburst was on live radio. By the end of the race, Larson had failed to score playoff-relevant points. He entered Iowa with title hopes intact. He exited trailing William Byron by a substantial margin. Horton pointed out that Larson's third place in standings did not include him in the lead pack at the finish, while Elliott managed a top 15 position. No team statement acknowledged conflict between teammates. No penalties were handed during or after the race. The dispute remained internal and unresolved on race weekend. Media coverage emphasized the shift in fan sentiment. Larson, not Elliott, emerged as the target of online criticism following the incident. The stage was now set for Watkins Glen. Hendrick Motorsports entered with Byron in front, Elliott close behind, and Larson in third. At least 3 drivers within 4 points of playoff qualification pressure. The events at Iowa suggested rising tension. The mounting friction could affect future race dynamics. The upcoming road course race would offer a chance to recalibrate or add fuel to the fire. The Iowa event also spotlighted broader questions about team strategy and communication. Hendrick Motorsports, long considered one of the most stable organizations in the Cup Series, now faces scrutiny over how internal competition is managed. Historically, the team has seen high-performing drivers coexist under a unified structure. However, as competition intensifies near the playoffs, individual ambitions may challenge collective goals. Multiple analysts noted that both Larson and Elliott are former champions with significant influence, which can lead to friction when results are on the line. Beyond strategy, the media coverage surrounding Larson's radio outburst raised concerns about in-race composure. While NASCAR is known for emotional moments, live radio traffic has become a focal point for fans and commentators. Drivers are aware their words are being broadcast. Reactions such as Larson's, even if genuine, are interpreted by viewers in real time. This creates a parallel narrative to the on-track action and amplifies team dynamics in public view. Additionally, the timing of Larson's incident comes as several mid-tier drivers are closing in on playoff positions. The margin for error has shrunk. Every lost point from on-track miscommunication can result in a critical shift in the postseason picture. Iowa was not just a personal setback for Larson, it influenced the larger playoff field. Finally, fan engagement around the incident demonstrated how pivotal race day emotions have become to NASCAR's broader media presence. Social media platforms were inundated with clips, reactions, and debates. NASCAR itself has leaned into this interaction by promoting raw radio moments, making emotional transparency both a risk and a spectacle. While Larson's remarks reflected real frustrations, the digital aftermath may linger longer than the race results themselves. If you want more fact-based NASCAR coverage without the fluff, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update.